Well, hello, Florida. It is great to be back in the Sunshine State. To Governor DeSantis, Senator Rubio, Senator Scott, members of Congress, members of the amazing Trump family, and my fellow Americans here in Orlando and all across this country. Karen and I are thrilled to be with you tonight. But we're here for one reason and one reason only. America needs 4 more years of President Donald Trump. It's on, everybody. Time for round 2. The 503-day campaign for America's future starts tonight. It's amazing to think about it. What began 4 years ago this week has grown into a movement of everyday Americans from every walk of life. You believed we could be strong again. You believed we could be prosperous again. And in President Donald Trump, you found a leader who believed in you. I don't have to tell any of you gathered here, President Donald Trump is the real deal. He's a man who says what he means and means what he says. And he gets up every day and fights to keep the promises we made to the American people. He said we'd make America great again, and that's exactly what we've done in just 2.5 short years. I mean, think about it. He promised to rebuild our military, and President Trump signed the largest investment in our national defense since the days of Ronald Reagan. He promised to stand up to our enemies and stand with our allies. And under this commander-in-chief, our armed forces captured every last inch of ISIS territory. And this president kept a promise made by 4 of his predecessors when he moved our embassy to Jerusalem, the capital of the state of Israel. He promised our veterans the real-time, world-class health care that you earned in the uniform of the United States, and President Donald Trump delivered. We reformed the VA, and veterans' choice is now the law. And this president's given the men and women of law enforcement the resources and the respect that they deserve every day. Violent crime is down, and under the president's leadership, we are waging an unprecedented fight against opioid abuse and addiction all across America. And of course, under President Trump's leadership, we've made historic investments to secure our southern border. We've supported Customs and Border Protection. We've stood by the courageous men and women of ICE, and thanks to the President's stand, Mexico has done more to secure our border in the last 10 days than the Democrats in Congress have done in the last 10 years. And with President Trump's national emergency declaration, we've already started to build that wall. And President Trump kept his word when he's appointed more principled conservatives to our federal courts in the last 2 years than any president in American history. And they're all men and women who will uphold all the God-given liberties enshrined in our Constitution, like the freedom of religion, the freedom of speech, and the Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. And while leading voices in the Democratic Party advocate late-term abortion and even defend infanticide, I couldn't be more proud to serve alongside a president who stands without apology for the sanctity of human life. And beyond all that, President Trump promised to revive the American economy by rolling back red tape, unleashing American energy, fighting for fair trade deals and cutting taxes. And President Trump delivered 5.8 million new jobs since Election Day, and the unemployment rate has hit a 50-year low. More Americans are working today than ever before. The truth is, jobs are back. Confidence is back. And thanks to the leadership of President Donald Trump, America is back, and we're just getting started. That's what we call promises made and promises kept. But to keep America great, we have to re-elect a president who's been fighting for you every day. We've done so much, but there's much more to do. That's why we need 4 more years of President Donald Trump in the White House. Four more years means more jobs, more judges, more support for our troops, and it's going to take at least 4 more years to drain that swamp. You know, the choice in this election couldn't be clearer, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Today we have a president who loves this country, who never quits, who never backs down, who believes in you and fights for you. And President Donald Trump believes in freedom. In the other party, their candidates believe in more taxes, more regulation, and less freedom. Today, Democrats openly advocate socialism. An economic system that has impoverished millions of people around the world and stole the liberties of generations. But it was freedom, not socialism, that gave us the most prosperous economy in the history of the world. It was freedom, not socialism, that ended slavery, won 2 world wars, and stands today as a beacon of hope for all the world. The moment America becomes a socialist country is the moment America ceases to be America. So as the President said in his State of the Union address, so we must say with one voice, America will never be a socialist country. The choice in this election will not just be a choice between 2 candidates. It'll be a choice between 2 futures. A future of more freedom or a future of more government. You know, on election night 2016, then President-elect Donald Trump promised, in his words, to be a president for all Americans. And I know he meant it from the bottom of his heart. So tonight, we appeal to all Americans. If you're doing better than you were 3 years ago, if your values are being better defended, if you're proud to have a president who fights for you and always puts America first, join us. Re-elect President Donald Trump, and we will keep America great. Now, the pollsters and pundits say our task won't be easy, just like they said before, but you all know better. We made history in 2016, and we're going to make history again in 2020 when we re-elect the 45th President of the United States to 4 more years. So as the campaign begins, I encourage you, bring all your enthusiasm and have faith. Faith that when our fellow Americans are given a choice between freedom, and more government, they choose freedom every time. Have faith in this president whose drive and vision are making America great again even as we speak. And have faith. Have faith that he who blessed this one nation under God will yet bless America. And I know that with your ongoing and support and energy in the next 503 days, we'll re-elect this president. And with President Donald Trump in the White House for 4 more years, and with God's help, we will make America safe again. We'll make America prosperous again. And this president will make America greater than ever before. But you don't have to take my word for it, because now it is our high honor and distinct privilege to introduce to you our friends, the First Lady and the 45th President of the United States of America, First Lady Melania, and President Donald Trump.